fans in Toronto can be.
You know, Kevin, that's so true. I mean, when they get it going at the Air Canada Center, that place rocks. And it's great to hear Amir talk about how that pumps him up and makes him want to do it for Canada.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Boston, Amir Johnson is out there with Jared Sullinger. Then there's Smart. Then it's Turner. And it's Battle in at the 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors delivered quite a performance. He ended with 29 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. If you talk to his teammates, they'll tell you they weren't surprised. They were just waiting for him to break out like this. They'd like to see it again, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hit spot, no doubt about it.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. That's good. He's got 5.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
Parker passes to Harris. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. That's 10 points for Freak.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance.
Here's Bradley. He's got 12. Pekovic with a screen. Passes it to Turner. Off the pick. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Harris missing again.
You don't want your best shooter heaving up that shot.
Exactly. Even the top three-point specialists in the league would probably catch heat for taking that shot.
Thomas, a screen on Green. Pekovic with a screen. 5 on the clock. Turner fires. Offensive rebound, Celtics.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
There's the feed to West. And stolen by Pekovic. Bradley, no one around him. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game. Spurs leading by 11. And Mills kicks to Harris. Pass to Diaw. Releases from 15. That's good on the jump shot.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Green against Bradley. There's a good screen. Thomas dishes to Bradley. Six to shoot. Back to Thomas. Pass to Pekovic. Boston needs to get off a shot. Turner can't get that one to fall.
Their free throw attempts have really fallen off here in the second quarter. Not as aggressive.
They're settling. They've got to keep getting the ball inside. Create some balance offensively.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Out left to the wing. Thomas gets a wide open look. It's rebounded by West.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Fires the 3. No good on the buzzer beater. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. It's the Spurs up by 16. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Tony, you guys have done such a great job defensively as a team tonight. How did you game plan for this one, and what's been your approach?
So we just try to slow them down. They're a tough team to handle inside. They have great players, so we just try to double, triple, and control the boards.
Thank you so much. Back to you guys at the table.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hey guys, great execution in the first half, but we still have a few things to talk about before we go back out there.
With our defense, we have torn them up. I'm not sure they're going to come out for the second half.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same. Some changes for Boston. Tyler Zellers checked in for Sullinger. Turner comes in for Amir Johnson. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Bradley. The Spurs also changing it up. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. And Harris subbed in for Tony Parker. On the court for San Antonio. Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Aldridge out there with West, and it's Harris in at point guard. Three-pointer. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Well, small forwards that can rebound the ball, such an asset to any team in the NBA. With now a look at the top rebounding wingmen. In the third spot, Kawhi Leonard.
And maybe they're not the biggest or strongest players in the front court, but that hasn't limited their ability to get in there and mix it up and come up with a lot of rebounds night in and night out.
I think you've got to look at their athleticism. I mean, they make up for all the size and bulk they may give away to the post specialists, and really, that's how they're able to compete in there. Athleticism gives them an edge.
Smart kicks to Thomas. Boston again missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
He dishes it to Smart. Harris on the double team. Kicks it to Turner. Celtics passing it around. Boston, no good that time either.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
West, right side. Over in the corner, Green. Harris with it. Now guarded by Smart. That's tipped. Turner with the steal. Trying his luck deep. That is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Smart.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Moment here now for an injury report.
He told me that after taking a look at him, it's thankfully just a sore wrist. The schedule becomes a real grind at this time of the year, and that injury is only going to make things harder on this team. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
Green passes to Harris. Offensive rebound. And it's Green missing.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Outside Turner. He kicks it to Zeller. San Antonio with the rebound. Harris has got 3 rebounds now in this one. From deep. Oh!
How about that, Kevin?
What range on that shot.
Unbelievable.
It's amazing. Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, Brad Stevens had some advice for the team over that last break. The strategy included running the offense through Smart. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Smart. Got a piece of it. Turner with the steal. Dishes it to Smart. Back to Turner. Clock at 6. Thomas outside, and that one's good. Thomas has got 10 points in the quarter.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
And Mills kicks to Leonard. Here's Harris. He's got 13. A 3-ball. The rebound by Turner. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Clippers.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
And nothing fancy, really, about that play. That's just good, old-fashioned, hard-nosed basketball to get that one.
Drops in the layup for 2. And now just a 4-point San Antonio lead.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Here's Harris. Good on the 3-point shot. Harris has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Spurs.
They're not going to run that play very often, but hey, they'll take it. Way to notch that 3.
Here's Thomas. Takes it off the glass. Thomas got 12 now in this quarter.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Mills dishes to Harris. Feeds to Mills. Back to Harris. The pass to Mills. And here is Harris. He gets it up. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Spurs lead by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. They're going to switch here. Pekovic is checked in. Harris is checked in for San Antonio. Clark, they're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, and they don't need to do anything to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, just take time off the clock and squeeze the orange. Don't turn it over.
Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Pekovic is out there with Amir Johnson. And it's Thomas in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a...
Oh, my! How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there.
Johnson at the elbow. Thomas sets a screen for Johnson. Bradley passes to Pekovic. Outside for Thomas. The dish to Bradley. At the elbow, Pekovic. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.